As you'd expect from its digital world and the games which take place within it, Tron has seen a number of games since its release in the 1980s. Arcade coin-ops directly inspired by the film, a first-person shooter, and a prequel to Tron Legacy, there's plenty of video games for those enthralled with the universe. Tron Identity marks something quite different, eschewing traditions and opting for a story-driven experience. As visual novel meets puzzler, Bithell Games' effort is certainly unique, and seeing an independently developed game based on a Disney property is certainly surreal. The good news is that it also proves rather enjoyable. Set over a decade after the events of Tron Legacy, Identity focuses on the investigation conducted by Query. In a backup grid created by Kevin Flynn, an explosion in the repository sees Query called out to discover the cause and what was stolen. But as you soon find out, things are far more complicated than a simple break-in, with a group of characters all hiding secrets. The story proves a fascinating addendum to the films, creating new intrigue out of the source material. It helps that the writing is stellar, gifting each character a distinct personality, whether through direct dialogue or narration. It's even more impressive that this is so effective without the use of voice acting. It's also quite a malleable tale, and proves satisfying no matter what path you choose. Tron Identity mixes a visual novel with a unique puzzler. The former takes up a majority of the game, seeing you given free rein to explore the repository. Each area usually houses a character to talk to, ranging from ill-tempered guard Grish to visitor-turned-prisoner Sierra. Handily, despite heavy quantities of text, colour-coded text clearly separates each character's lines and keeps things easy to follow. Key decisions throughout the experience shape others' perception of Query, such as a light cycle encounter in the opening, which is witnessed by Grish. A handful of outcomes are available, which see a myriad of fates unfolding for each character. You'll likely need a good 3 playthroughs to see all these, and it never grows tiring returning for more. Outside of the narrative aspects, a matching puzzle takes up the rest of the game. This sees you defragging discs of characters you meet, as the explosion seems to be causing memory issues. Presented with a disc formation of cards, you'll have to match these and clear as many as you can. However, subsequent puzzles add new quirks, such as blockades which randomise or duplicating cards unless you clear quickly. They prove a fun diversion away from the visual novel scenes, and bonus objectives encourage you to play strategically. Completing these rewards modifiers for the Endless mode, which allows you to play a round of these puzzles without the story elements. The analog steering can be a touch finicky on longer games, but the matching still proves fun. The presentation is also ace. A striking art style presents characters so vividly during certain scenes, such as Grish's facial scar or repository boss Prinz's unnerving grin. A few moments of 3D stills also look quality, highlighting more action-focused scenes. The dark environments, cooled with the colour lighting, prove a distinctive mix, especially the defined colours of each character's discs. There can be some instances of minor slowdown, but considering the nature of the game, it's forgivable. The audio side is also strong, with a selection of atmospheric tracks from Dan Lissac that utilise synth to build tension, a sense of wonder, or dread. It fires on all levels. The sound effects are also well balanced with those music tracks, immersing you into the world. There is something of an issue with Tron Identity, sadly. All of the above combines for an enjoyable time, but it's also a very short one. Even an initial, explorative run will likely take around 90 minutes. The story certainly builds and pays off well, leaving potential for a follow-up that just got announced, but it also leaves you wanting more. Granted, a further couple of playthroughs builds to around 4 hours, and the Endless mode has some pick up and play appeal, but for $14.99, the replay value here doesn't quite justify the higher price tag. It's a shame really, as perhaps with a slightly longer runtime, Tron Identity could have been close to the peak of games based on the iconic property. Instead, it's almost like the prelude to a longer experience, but before that can materialise, it ends. Despite this, rich storytelling, buoyed by fantastic characters, an absorbing presentation, and decent matching puzzle game do make for a good time on the whole. It's an experience that will please Tron fans no end. However, those unfamiliar with the license might find the cost too high for the content available.